Karen's fury toward my ranch had reached a boiling point after the Great Snowman defeat. Her ego was bruised beyond repair, and humiliation only made her more reckless. For weeks, she'd been sneaking around the neighborhood, ranting that the HOA owned the land beneath everyone's feet, including the very soil under my gate. She claimed my newly reinforced gate violated community standards, even though the property lines, legally documented and stamped by the county, clearly showed the opposite. One evening, just as the sky turned orange with sunset, Karen marched straight to my ranch gate, clipboard in hand and rage in her eyes, shouting demands into the wind as if authority might magically appear to back her up. She brought Brent and Donut, the ever-useless minions, acting as muscle and official HOA guards. Equipped with walkie-talkies, flashlights, and a false sense of power, they ordered me to unlock the gate and surrender it to HOA control. I calmly told them to step back and leave before they were in serious trouble. But Karen only grew louder, screaming that she would declare the gate invalid, sue me, and force me to remove it. She even threatened to take my ranch and assign it to the community. Her delusion was impressive but also dangerous. That's when things escalated. Brent, trying to show off for Karen, jumped the fence. He landed wrong, tripped over one of the motion sensors I'd recently installed, and face-planted into the dirt. Donut panicked and scrambled after him, also tripping, and both ended up tangled in the wire grid that marked the private property demarcation line. Karen demanded they search the perimeter, but they were too busy rolling around like confused armadillos. Then Karen made her biggest mistake yet. She attempted to enter my property without permission. The second her foot crossed the threshold, my automated system recognized it. Titan appeared first, K9 muscles coiled tight, teeth bared in controlled warning. His growl silenced every sound around us. Even the wind paused to listen. Karen screamed and fell backward, scrambling like a crab trying to escape. Titan held his stance, letting her know exactly how close she was to disaster. That's when the sheriff's sirens cut through the scene, rolling up fast. They'd been watching the feed from my security cams ever since the snowman incident. They knew Karen was spiraling into criminal territory. Officers stepped out, badges flashing, hands already on cuffs. Karen scrambled to her feet, pointing at the gate and ranting that it was illegal, fake property, and a threat to the neighborhood. She even claimed Titan was a rogue police K9 impersonator. The sheriff didn't buy a word of it. He requested property deeds and HOA authority documentation. I presented federal land ownership papers, proof that not only did I own the gate and the ranch, but I owned the land under the entire HOA, including Karen's precious house. Every street, every walkway, every manicured lawn maintained under HOA rule. The soil belonged to me. Karen went silent. The officers, now holding legal proof in their hands, turned to her. She tried to defend herself, blaming Brent, blaming the corrupt system, blaming even the snowman, but it didn't matter. She was legally trespassing on land owned by me and attempting to exert authority where she had none. The sheriff informed her she had zero jurisdiction here, and that continuing this harassment would result in lawsuits, felony charges, and potentially federal involvement. Brent and Donut were untangled from the ground fencing and escorted to the patrol vehicles, shivering and muddy. Karen was handcuffed again, but this time she didn't scream. She stared at my ranch gate like she had just realized it wasn't a gate. It was a wall she would never climb. The officers loaded them up, and as they drove away, Titan sat beside me, tail wagging proudly, a silent soldier celebrating victory. I secured the gate, activated the alarms, and returned inside, knowing full well this wouldn't be the last showdown, because Karen's hatred wasn't logical or controllable. It was personal. But every time she tried to tear down my world, she only built up my defenses stronger. And after tonight, the HOA finally understood the truth. I wasn't living inside their community.